Now, for more analysis on President Xi Jinping's visit to Saudi Arabia, we're joined in the studio by Mr. Li Guofu from the China Institute of International Studies. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Li. We know that President Xi Jinping, ahead of his visit, published an article in a major Saudi newspaper, Al Riyadh. In that article, he said bilateral relations are enjoying a good momentum, and the president also proposed several points to push this relationship even further. What's your comment on this article?
I think at the very beginning and in the article, and she has made it very clearly that, the Saudians visit, it is his first overseas visit. And Saudi Arabia is the first Arab countries he's going to visit, which is a strong indication to show that China, as well as President Xi Jinping, have attached great importance to our bilateral relations. And also at the very beginning, she said that Chinese and people regarded Saudi Arabia as a brotherly state, which it is to define our relations is like brothers. And also he recorded his visit in 2008 as the vice president of China to visit the Saudi Arabia, and a kind of a prosperity and hospitalities which left a deep impression in his visit. And the article was divided into two parts. The first part was his review about the developments and also the achievements both countries have achieved in the long history, as well as since we established diplomatic relations in early 1990s. And in his second part of the article, he made very clear the purpose of his visit is to elevate bilateral relations, and also try to deepen and expand the cooperations with the Saudi Arabia in order to deliver more benefits to the Chinese people as well as to the Saudi people. And also he pointed out the four areas of cooperations and the political areas which he mentioned that we together China and Saudi Arabia would forge a pattern of strategy of the mutual trust. And also he mentioned the areas of cooperations, and also he would like to Saudi Arabia to become an important partner of Chinese Silk strategy, one belt, one road, one belt, one road, the strategies. And also he wants to expand, the cultural revolutions, the relations between the two countries. So I think, his article is very clearly to tell, what his purpose, what, Chinese divine the importance of our bilateral relations.
Well, Mr. Li, if you recall, in his New Year's speech, President Xi Jinping says the world is eager to hear China's voice, and weeks later we see this visit. What's your comment on that?
I think this is very important. We know that after almost 5 years of turmoil in the Middle East, the most of the people in the region and the country as well, they are very tired of this instability or turmoils. They are longing for a kind of stability. They're longing for a kind of development and a better and secure life. So Xi's visit, I think it is very clear. I personally believe during Xi's visit, he will come out to present the Chinese perception about what these kind of solutions to the conflicts in the Middle East, as well as he will come out with very specific the areas and also our plan how we can strengthen and closer our bilateral relations to with the regional countries. So Xi's visit is to show the Chinese kind of responsibilities, Chinese perceptions, Chinese plan, Chinese ways to solve the Middle East problems, as well as how we can to let the people to live in a better and secure life. So I think this is more Chinese voices in the Middle East.
Thank you very much, Mr. Li Guofu from the China Institute of International Studies.